Boo Bop, I was shuffling, okay? And then a card fell out and I wasn't going to take it, but they smacked that card on the table. I had no choice but to take it. You got the sun. First of all, yum. Do you understand? Yum. All right, I like how we're starting. The message that I'm getting with this Boo Bop Sugar Pie Honey Bun, hold on. First of all, before we continue, pause this video. Make sure that you went to the bathroom, that is quiet in the room, that you good, that you could pay attention, because I need you to hear this, okay? Go ahead and pause it. Do what you got to do, all right? If you don't need to pause it, let's continue. The sun. Boo Bop, Boo Bop, Boo Bop. It's saying to you, you have a choice in all this. You praying about change, you praying about a shift, you praying about something. You have a choice in all this. You can decide to be happy, to be joyful, to be successful, to be rich, to be all of the things right now. Right now. You understand? You can be all of those things right now. You can be happy right now. But Bria, how am I supposed to do that? By making the choice. By choosing to be. By simply finding the beautiful things in the mundane, right? Being happy that you took a breath is a choice. It's a choice to think about the breath. It's a choice to be grateful for the breath. It's a choice to see it as a beautiful thing, right? Because you being so stuck on what you do not have, imagine if you're not breathing. Imagine if you're not alive, you definitely can't have it, or having it wouldn't actually matter. Right? So the sun is really saying your life is amazing right now. Cultivate that energy for us. Cultivate that energy for us. You want to receive in Boo Bop Sugar Pie Honey Bun. The universe wants to give it to you. God is trying to give it to you. Do you understand? God's coming through with the 1, 2. You ask and you shall receive. The problem is you're not on the same frequency. You are so certain, so stuck on the idea that you don't have, that's all you're focused on. You've ever seen yourself focus on something that you miss something else, right? You watching TV, you watching a movie, and because you looked down real quick and focused on that thing on your pants, you missed that one scene, that one moment. And that one moment was where everybody said, yeah, what happened? Your focus got you to not see the thing. The thing that really made the movie. The moment that really tied things together. Your frequency was too busy looking down on the thing on your pants. Something you could have wiped off a while ago. Another time. It wasn't a big deal. Just a little feather. Leave it alone. Right? It's not hurting you. It's not an animal. But you're so focused on something else. You're not looking at the thing that matters most. Your frequency is off. See, you're getting all of the signs. You're getting the angel numbers. The tarot readings are popping up on your YouTube, on your social media. You're receiving things out in the open. You told the divine to send you a very specific sign, and they keep sending it to you, and you still doubting yourself. You still doubting yourself. You still questioning whether or not it's coming through, whether or not you're going to have it, whether or not it's going to happen. Boo Bop Sugar Pie Honey Bun already did. It already did. The divine sent it. Are you in the frequency to receive it? Well, I'm working on my frequency. This is the thing about frequency. It has to stay consistent. You got to stay consistent. You can't believe in it now, but because it didn't come by the end of the day, you don't believe in it tomorrow. It doesn't work that way. You have to be so incredibly consistent. It's not about being delusional. It's actually about understanding that walking around moping and thinking that life isn't working for you is more delusional than actually believing that it is. That's where you got to go. You see what I'm saying? The divine done handed it for you. They're like your happiness, your joy, the things you need, everything you need, all your resources. It's here right now. You have it right now. You are convinced otherwise, but you have it right now. The divine sent you what it is that you're looking for, but you're looking in all of the wrong places. You're looking in all of the wrong places. You understand? There is the need to shift that around. There is the need to decide for yourself that you do have it. And then walk that walk. Walk in alignment with that. Don't question it because of the one bill that shows up. That bill's going to keep showing up. It showed up last month, the month before that, the month before that. In some way, somehow, it got paid. Or let's say you're backed up. You're backed up. It's okay. it's still going to work out. You're still alive. You're still moving. You're still getting through. And trust me, I understand what it's like to live a life that just is not so easy, not so comfortable. I know what it's like to get uncomfortable, but it's still a choice. That's what your divine team is trying to say. Your divine team is like, you're free to live a beautiful life. You're free to have it all. But yeah, you're obsessively overthinking. Consistent. It says, if you're obsessing about a person or a situation, turn the dilemma over to spirit. Doing so will help bring clarity or even solve the problem. Give it to God. It's not up to you to figure everything out. It's not up to you to obsess over the outcome. The outcome happens no matter what. What you're meant to do is cultivate the energy, walk in purpose within the process. You are overthinking, which means you are out of alignment with it. Think about the things that you know you have. Are you obsessing over them? Because if the answer is no, cultivate that same energy. If you're good on food, are you obsessing over being hungry? Absolutely not. So whatever it is you're obsessing about, whatever part of you that feels like you don't have, feel that energy that you have with the things you do have and just simply transmute it to that. Now, I know it doesn't feel as easy. I know I kind of don't. I don't want to say easier said than done, because the truth is it's actually easily done. That's the truth. I'm not even going to play you. Okay? Because we talk real talk. It's easily done. As long as you give yourself permission to do it. As long as you're not fighting it. It is easily done because it's a choice. You ever been angry, pissed off, mad, and then someone just says something so funny you can't help but to laugh? If it wasn't easily done, we wouldn't be able to go in and out of those emotions. But our emotions are literally, they're so incredible because they're not life sentences. We make them to be that. We make them to be this big thing, but it's not. You have to think it through, practice gratitude, step up and lead, and relax. Your divine team is like, it's handled, taken care of. You don't have to worry. You really don't have to worry. Release the blocks. And those blocks are you really believing that you are lacking, that you are going through it. They're like, look, life is working for you. You worried about your finances? You worried about your stability? You worried about your security? You got it. It's handled. It's successful. It's all set. I got you, baby. But do you believe that? Do you believe that? And then when you believe that, does that go in and out? Are you obsessing over it? Does it need to look a very specific way? Be open. Get flexible. Get flexible on what it means. I ask this question all the time. Every time I start getting, down on myself because I didn't achieve a goal or I don't have as much as I need for something, I literally say, okay, if this was all that your abundance was ever going to be, you're at the peak of your abundance. This is all you're going to experience in life. How do you make it the best life ever? And I'm telling you, that question alone changes everything for me. My mindset changes, my vibe changes. I'm like, well, if this is all there is, might as well enjoy myself. Might as well try some things. Might as well take a risk. Because fuck it, what do I have to lose? And sometimes when you're in the energy of what do I have to lose? Sometimes when you're in the effort energy, it really just cultivates something beautiful. It really just pushes things to the next level. And you need that for yourself. You need to trust, know, and believe that it's working out for you. The divine's like, I already sent it, but you're not on the frequency of it. That's why you don't see it. Yeah. They're like, life is sweet. Life is good. Life is fantastic. Blessings of abundance. There's some beautiful things coming through. And I know you see the signs. I know you hear the divine. I know you feel it. But you're so stuck. You're so stuck on all the things that could go wrong, has gone wrong in the past, and will go wrong possibly right now. And it's doing you such a major disservice. So when you're wondering why hasn't it come through yet, it's because that's the question you're asking. Because you're asking why hasn't it come through yet, the divine just keeps showing you why it hasn't come through with making sure that it doesn't come through. That's it. They're answering your question. Ask a different question. Ask a newer question. Why do I already feel wealthy? Why do I already feel so inspired to go after my goals? Why does it feel like everything is coming together so beautifully, right? I talk about affirmations all the time. Okay? Using affirmation, using empowering questions can literally shift your mindset to focus on the right thing. Not the fact that you don't have everything, but the fact that you do. The fact that your life is providing for you right here, right now, even if it doesn't look the way you think it's supposed to. Even if it doesn't seem the way you think it should seem. I'll never forget the day I was walking around and I told the divine, I was like, you know what? I would love to go shopping, but I'm not going to shop for anything until I make more money today. Like, that's it. I have to make more money. I'm not going shopping. And I was on my way to a place. I think it was Old Navy. Yeah. I was on my way to Old Navy and I was like, I'm not going to buy anything until, money comes in right now, because I don't want to be where I am and shop. Like, the money has to come in, right? You know what they did? At that time, I didn't even know it. Old Navy was giving out like free, like money in store or whatever the case is. So when you walk in, you get a little certificate thing or coupon thing, and you can spend in the store as much as on the freaking card. And I was like, shut up. Y'all really just made me come to Old Navy that's going to give me money so that I can shop in Old Navy. And I really was able to shop. And it was one of those things where I had to look at the fact that it reminded me, I'm asking for money thinking that it's going to come through some normal way, through my work. It's going to come through a booking coming on in, right? My client is going to come on in. I'm thinking one way. Make more money looks like this. There's no part of me that thought, ooh, free money would come in and I'd still be able to do the thing. I forgot that that's how God works sometimes. That it's not always about the physical thing, or it's not always going to look the way that I think it's supposed to look. And we do that. We obsess over what we think is supposed to happen, that we miss out on the opportunities. If I was obsessed about money coming in the way that I thought money should come in, I would have never walked to Old Navy. I would have been like, it's a waste. I'm not going there until I make money this way. And I would have missed out on an event that literally I walked in the last day it was happening. I would have totally missed out. I would not have been able to go enjoy it and to go experience that experience, or even know that Old Navy does stuff like that. I would not be aware of it. And the beautiful part is they were having a sale that I didn't see coming either. You're such a stickler on how things are supposed to be. You're not seeing the beauty in it. You're not seeing how sweet things are for you right now. And that is what's keeping you from experiencing the life that you genuinely want to live. You think you know how this is going to go, but you don't. You have no clue. And that's actually really fun sometimes. Yeah, it can feel annoying, but it's annoying because you choose for it to be annoying. But it's perfect. It's fantastic. It's great. So now after you watch this video, what are you about to go do? Are you going to sit there and be like, oh, it's not true? Because if it is, that's a choice. You're choosing that. You chose not to believe this reading. You chose not to believe that that's true in your life. You chose to defend yourself and why you want to stay sad. You chose that. And I'm sure you have a great reason. You're sick. You're going through it. Life is hard. You have bills. You're homeless. You're there. I know you have a good reason. No one's going to take that away from you, but that's still a choice. I'll never forget sleeping on the beach in freezing cold. My toes were basically frozen together because I had no home. And I woke up the next day cracking up. Cracking up. It was like one of the hardest nights I've ever experienced in my entire life. It was scary. There was people all over the place. It was scary, right? But during my homeless days, literally, that was the hardest night that we experienced, probably the most coldest night that I experienced. And I woke up cracking up with my sister, just laughing my ass off because I was like, ain't no way this is my life. I just chose joy. We chose joy. We just chose joy. We decided, you know what? We're not going to let it get to us. And it was hard because a night like that in the past did get to me. It destroyed me. I felt like the biggest failure in the world. But that specific night, you can't tell me nothing. This is hilarious. This is hilarious. And what was so funny is it felt delusional. Ain't no way I just spent a night like this. Ain't no way I just experienced what I just experienced. Ain't no way my toes are literally thawing out right now and I can feel them thawing. Ain't no way I am shivering this much out here in the cold. Ain't no way. Ain't no way a man just tried to come and lay with us, but then ain't no way. It just became delusional. My current reality at that time became so incredibly delusional. I just lifted my spirits up. I just chose, you know what? I'm just going to laugh. I just chose to not believe that I'm out there. I just chose to not believe that I'm homeless, to not walk around like I'm homeless, to not walk around like I don't have, like I'm going through it. I just chose not to. And at the time, I didn't have service. There was no money coming in. There was nothing. I just chose not to. And it shifted everything. All of the money, opportunities, and things that God was telling me was coming in just began to come in ways that I didn't see coming and in other ways. And because I could be grateful for the ways that I didn't see coming, I could actually start receiving the ways that I wanted it to. God was giving us free food left and right. And we were like, whoa, where's this coming from? We would just walk into the right place and they're just like, take it for free. Here you go. Mind you, we're ready to pay with our quarters. We're ready to pay with our dollar. We're ready to pay with our last 20. And they're just like, no, take it. It's the holidays. No, take it. Just, no problem. You're the last customer. Go ahead. We would walk in at the right time to get whatever it is that we need to get. And it would just always work out that way. Or we would find deals that we would have never seen otherwise because we just decided to be happy in probably the hardest time of our life because we have that choice. Because we have that free will. You have it too. The divine's not lying to you. The universe isn't lying to you. You're not getting the signs for no reason. It's true. But what energy are you cultivating? What energy are you sitting in? Because it's your energy that decides how good it's going to be for you. You want the opportunity? Align yourself with it. Choose that your current reality of not having the opportunity is batshit. It's crazy. It's impossible. And the reality where you do have it, that's the truth. Because it is only that gets you to the place you want to be. You keep deciding to be so incredibly sad and in despair, you're going to keep receiving that energy. So even when you get what you want, it's going to come with despair. It's going to come with sadness because it's just going to meet you on the same frequency. And trust me, I can speak from experience and from what I've simply seen other people go through. You are meant to have greatness, to be established, to be stable, to be secure. It's all there for you. I see pure success in your life. Now it's up to you to believe this message, and then it's up to you to cultivate that energy because you have the choice, and this is your chance to officially make it. And do not be fickle. Okay? Okay.